Dude, when I was a kid, I had the
Get the
Ben 10
bracelet.
watch, and I would sit and I'd walk around outside like I was Ben 10, and I'd be like, oh, fuck, man, I'm gonna pick this bitch, and then I never transform because it's not f***ing real.
Do you want to
Were
know?
you out there in the yard just slamming your wrist?
Yeah.
Do you want to know my depressing childhood, Ian? I was too poor to afford to get the watch, so I took a piece of like really thick cardboard from like an empty roll of tape,
You made your own.
and I fucking colored the entire thing black and made like colored on the fucking shape of the Omnitrix, and then I colored in like all of the individual characters around the Omnitrix.
You deserve a tattoo.
He's like, he's like,
Welcome back to the Absolute Talk Show yet again. I'm here with my boys Ian and Brent, and yet again our special guest Josh is joining us. Boys, how are y'all?
dude, like a fly on shit, bro. I'm living my life, and it's just dandy.
You couldn't be like a bee looking for honey.
Yeah.
No,
Gotta be a fly on
that
shit.
just isn't
He
my
had to
style.
make sure that he chose the most spot on.
Yeah. You know, a fly on shit.
Yeah, find a wronger statement.
Yeah. A horrible tan line on a farmer. You know, it's all, you know, it's all the same. By the way, I had a really bad farmer's tan like 2 months ago, and it's finally going away, and I'm
Oh, dude,
super thankful.
look at my sunburn.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's.
Oh.
Slap them.
Oh, gosh.
That's right. Where'd you go this weekend?
Oh.
I went to Jamie's cabin in Danbury.
Danbury. Man, you got burnt as shit.
Yep, I went out on the paddle boat with
Burned
Jamie's roommate's boyfriend, Dan, and
Dan. Oh, Dan in Danbury.
I know, don't you like that? No, it was just Dan and I out on the paddle boat out in the middle of the lake for like 2-3 hours,
Whoa.
and I took my shirt off like the moment we got out there, and there were
Mistake.
no clouds.
Let me guess. No sunscreen.
No sunscreen.
You
And guess what the
fucked up.
best part is? Jamie told me to put some on when I left.
They always do.
Did I listen?
Those are keepers.
We always don't.
Those are keepers. I'm telling you. Any lady that's like, don't forget your sunscreen. That's a go buy a ring kind of moment.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. You get it. You get it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because they're looking out for your health, man. They're like your skin.
Yep.
You know, you better protect your skin.
Yep. And then I came back and I went, I hurt. And she goes, well, I fucking told you to put sunscreen on.
He's like, oh my gosh, I wonder why. If only somebody would have reminded you to put fucking sunscreen on.
But they seem to care about our skin more than we fucking do.
Well, they,
What's up?
yeah,
Well, dude,
they take
look
care
at
of their own skin.
Look at Jamie's bedtime skin treatment.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
I'm
mean?
saying.
Can't fucking
Yeah.
imagine.
Most
Body
women have like a bedtime skin routine.
They got like
She
5
seems
different
on
lotions.
par unless she's drinking wine all day. But
Yeah, what were you doing? Fishing or swimming?
Just out there, man. Just sitting on the
putt-putt.
boat with a beer in my hand.
Putting around. God. I can't wait to buy a boat.
And when we were out there for so long, like we brought like my little igloo cooler out there with us.
Oh, yeah.
So we both had like 4 drinks with us at a time. So we would go out there and we get through like 1 or 2 drinks, and then we'd be like, I gotta pee. And like the first time we were sober enough to where we were like, we'll go back in, we'll take a piss.
yeah.
Every time after that, we pissed off of the fucking paddle boat in the middle of the lake.
Makes sense.
And none of us fell in, so I'd call that a win.
I love how Brent was like, were you fishing or swimming? And you were like, drinking.
Yeah,
You know, we
just
were
out
like
there, man.
a true Midwesterner.
drinking and pissing the night away.
Yeah, no. The way our way of fun that day was, hey, let's just go sit out here in the middle of a lake with little to no wind,
No, I miss
And zero
paddle boats.
plan whatsoever.
0 plan, 4 drinks, and absolutely no sunscreen. What could go wrong?
Have paddle boats changed since the early 90s?
I don't
Gotten
know.
better?
Well,
I have no
the
idea.
one that we were
I grew
on
up
was
with one,
is
and that
Jamie's parents, so I'm pretty sure it's from the early 90s, so I couldn't tell you.
Either way, I love sinking a good paddle boat.
I'm surprised.
You love sinking a good paddle. Have you sank a paddle boat?
Me and my cousin Boner, we sunk the same one 3 times.
How do you sink a boat 3 times?
Well, he was a big boy too. We just start jumping on the front.
Oh,
of
and
the
you
water,
just filled it up with water and.
Yeah, then we're standing on.
I thought you were saying that you like punctured a hole in some side of it, and it's
that's
slowly.
That's hard ass plastic. That's mine. No,
Yeah, I thought you were saying that it was like slowly going down on you over time.
No. We were like.
Well, that happened to
We were shallow.
to Jamie's paddle boat. Like a couple of years ago, she told me that her and Emma were out there one day, and it suddenly was just starting to lean off to one side really bad.
They lost a plug.
And she was just like, I think we need to bring it in.
Getting a little wet over here.
And like, it was super funny to me too, because the way that Jamie described it to me is she was like, we knew that we weren't that much of a weight difference from each other, so we knew that we weren't the problem. And I was like, what the fuck?
No, I've only broken the steering and shit like that.
Oh yeah, the little,
when
the
it
little
gets stuck.
Yeah, it's not even an actual steering wheel. It's just this one little metal bar.
It's a toggle. It's a toggle. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because they get stiff and brittle too. Like I said,
Hey,
old ass ones from the fucking 90s. They're been sitting in the sun for how long?
remember when we broke that paddle boat when we were camping?
For your birthday.
I totally forgot about that.
So you look at me talking about sinking one. You broke one?
No.
Yeah. Well, Jake and I were paddling, and we didn't quite think it was going fast enough.
That's the second time you forgot.
So we started chug-a-lugging like we were a fucking train, and we were going so fast that all the water was just like staying away from the pinwheel underneath us at one point.
Yeah.
So it was just going so fast, it was just spitting the water back. It wasn't even moving us anymore. So it was like we maxed out, and then at some point we must have been going too hard, and a gear broke. Because all of a sudden Jake just looks at me and he goes, "I don't got nothing." And I looked at him, I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean you don't got nothing?" And he's like, "I got no juice over here, bro. See?" And he's moving it backwards while I'm pedaling, and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And he's like, "Yep, we're operating on Peej power right now, bro. Fucking get her moving." So I had to limp the fucking thing with 4 guys on it.
Yep. We're all just fishing.
Yeah, it was me,
pedaling.
Jake, Brent, and my cousin all on this one fucking paddle boat.
Oh, it's your birthday.
And we had to convince my cousin to go out there. He didn't want to go out because he just doesn't like being out in the water.
Were you drunk?
Well, I mean, we'd been drinking.
We've been drinking. We got drunk around the campfire.
But so immediately now Austin's freaking out because we're out in the middle of the fucking lake, and now we're operating off of one person's ability to be able to get us back to shore.
Going in circles.
They're not made to carve through the water. They're a fucking platform, too.
That was the thing, dude. It's like we were almost going in circles. I had to, aim it right because I was on the left side, so I had to, aim it right consistently.
I'm just in the back fishing.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Of course, we never caught anything out there.
The only thing...
I think we got one.
We did. No, we caught a couple. It was just... You just let them go. It wasn't like, oh, we need to keep this one.
She's a keeper.
She's a keeper.
No, we...
Backflip.
When we were younger, Brandon and I used to go out on this paddle boat at my mom's friend's house. And one time, we paddled hella far out there. Obviously, they made me wear a life jacket. And we got out there quite a ways, and Brandon... who at that age we fucking hated each other,
Yep.
And he was just like, "You're a fucking idiot." And I stood up for a second, and he just pushed me right in, and I'm like swimming and like freaking out because I had a fear of sharks and shit too, and for whatever reason I thought I was definitely gonna get eaten. And I just look up on the paddle boat, and Brandon's just sitting up there laughing so fucking hard, like he was going to piss his pants. I was like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you someday. And that day never came, because he's a fucking unit.
That day never came.
But you know what? It is what it is.
I just love how you phrase it. I'm definitely going to get eaten.
Dude,
Thrashing around.
I'm telling you, when I was younger, I was petrified that there were like sharks in lakes. I was like, man, I'm gonna get fucking eaten, and the last thing I'm gonna see is my dad's terrified fucking face. But I'm definitely gonna get shredded, you know.
I knew there were.
And it never
northerns.
happened
Northerns
again.
bite.
So, do you boys want to know something funny that happened this weekend when I was out of the cabin?
Well, we've already seen your fucking tan.
Yeah. Well, my burn. Let's be realistic.
Right.
I'm a fucking lobster right now that had sex with a crawfish. That's what I am.
Are you a rock lobster?
Rock lobster. So when I was out at the cabin, unfortunately Friday night, Emma, Jamie's roommate, wasn't feeling well. So she turned in early. Apparently she ended up throwing up all night long. Had food poisoning or something. So we all felt bad. And then in the morning, though, we were all about to go out to breakfast. She still didn't feel that well. And she was she was just sitting down on the couch. And Emma looks over at us. She's just messing with her foot. And she looks at us and she goes, "There's a hole in my sock." And I look, and without skipping a beat, I look at her and I go, "Yeah, probably from getting all that traction throwing up last night."
As soon as I get a hole in my sock, it gets thrown away.
You should have
exactly.
been like, listen, you already had a hole in your sock. You had to get your foot in there somewhere, okay?
Oh, God. You would have confused the shit out of her, I bet.
I probably would have.
My God, there was a hole in my sock.
Be like,
Been
now,
using the wrong hole.
correction. Now you have 2 holes in your sock.
One just isn't. One of these things just doesn't belong here. Oh man.
So, I'm assuming everybody here heard about Cartoon Network.
Oh God, it makes me so sad.
Cartoon Network is no longer here.
It doesn't make any sense.
Cartoon Network ended.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get it, like Netflix and Hulu is streaming.
No,
blah,
dude,
blah,
it
blah, but
sucks, bro.
Did someone acquire them?
Warner
or-
Brothers and Discovery did.
Okay, so they were swallowed up.
Yep.
Dude, they were the GOAT.
Dude, yeah.
Cartoon Network
Cartoon
was the
Network and
GOAT.
Hanna-Barbera.
What did you just fucking say? Because I did not comprehend
Fucking
it.
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera.
We got the
Yeah.
Flintstones. We got motherfucking
That's what I'm
Jetsons.
saying.
Oh, okay. See, I never knew what that was called.
Yeah, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Looney Tunes originally.
Okay,
Woody
okay.
Woodpecker? Yeah, well, Looney Tunes. Sure. Go on.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was on Cartoon Network, right?
That was
Yeah.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I think I have a list
I
pulled
hated
up.
that as a kid.
No,
So did
Courage.
I.
Dude, I
Yes.
love.
Courage was
No,
the
people-
GOAT.
I had a mixed feeling about Courage.
Courage was
Love
the
it
best.
or hate it?
Love it.
I hated it.
Hated
Love it.
I loved it, but I
I'm with
hated
Brent.
one
Love it.
episode
I'm with
in particular.
You guys are all
It
fucking
didn't,
wrong.
It didn't make
Love it.
any sense.
It caused dread and anxiety in me.
Yes.
Love it.
Boys,
Yes.
Love
here,
it.
listen to me.
Every
Hey,
episode.
guys. Hey, I don't know if you
never
heard me
good.
or
It's
not.
not positive.
It was never good.
Love it.
It was never good. It was
Love
always
it.
bad.
Dude, I
Fucking watch
loved
Rugrats over that shit.
Oh,
I-
absolutely, yeah.
I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog, but there was one episode of it in particular that scared the ever-living shit out of me, and that was the Sandman episode.
All of them.
All of them.
Do you,
Yeah.
Ian, I'm sure
Pretty
you remember
much.
that one.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
it was just one random weird figure out in the middle of the dust. Just it was
Dude, I can
Oh,
still
God.
hear. I can still hear Courage just yelling, Muriel. You know,
Muriel.
yeah, exactly. Like he was. Yeah, and then that old fucking dude, it was just a fucking douche.
Stupid dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Stupid,
Fucking dick, man.
just a douche.
Yeah, honestly.
Like,
was
yeah,
never
drink your prune juice and shut the fuck up.
Just drank and fell asleep with his gun. That's all.
Honestly. The thing was too is that like 90% of the time Courage was saving him.
Yeah.
It's like, if you really look back at it, like, he did always save Muriel, but Muriel was always, like, at the very end, that was, like, the undercard that they used.
I heard something one time, and I don't know necessarily how true it is, but there's, like, some deeper meaning between Courage's relationship and those two, I guess.
I
and
forgot.
It just hit me.
I'm pretty sure that the original story of Courage and Muriel and the husband, I'm pretty sure that's all based off of a true couple with their dog.
Yeah, well, and he was just saying that
a dog's loyal. A dog is fucking.
Well, and somebody.
You. It don't matter if you hit it and be an asshole to it.
Well, and I think what it was that I heard was that that show was supposed to be written from like a dog's perspective, like how scary the world can be and how they're just trying to protect their owners.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. And like when you watch that show over again and think about that, you're like, whoa.
Yeah,
you're
and
like, that's fucking crazy.
Dude, I wouldn't even be surprised if at like the end of each episode they had, like, I know that they did in a way where they always had like that blissful moment where everything was over, you know?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple of them they had like just a little snippet of like whatever he was looking at was really like the next door neighbor's pit bull or some shit. You know what I mean?
Dude.
I thought he was dreaming.
So you're basically saying though that's how a dog registers the world.
Yeah, well, at least
in a nutshell.
Interprets the world.
Because I heard this, I don't know if this is the
interesting. Now I'm looking at it differently.
Yeah, well, no, and like when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like when you actually think about the show and like all these like monsters that seem so fucking terrifying to him, you know, like maybe that's just how dogs perceive like new people, and that's why they bark. That's why they get defensive and shit like that. Like it's just funny. It's weird to think about it like that.
But you don't have to make it a kids show.
They did though. They did.
Yeah, I'm happy they did, and I also get your guys' perspective.
Rugrats wins.
It's like John Constantine when he sees demons in people. That's how a dog just sees strangers and shit.
Yeah.
Rugrats wasn't Cartoon Network.
Fucking fear.
Rugrats was Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Rugrats was Nickelodeon.
Loser.
All right, I'll still pick Tom and Jerry and Popeye over that.
Those are Hanna-Barbera. And Popeye is neither of those.
I will give $1 to who can name the Rugrats. Go.
It was on the show.
Oh, Tommy's one of them.
Angelica.
Yeah.
She was the bigger sister.
Well, yeah, but she's still one of the Rugrats.
She counted.
Chucky.
Yeah. What were the twins' names?
That's what I was just trying to think. I want to say it was Finn or Phil and Tommy or something.
No.
Or was it Phil and Finn?
Phil and Dill.
Lil and Phil.
Lil and Phil. Okay.
Oh, that's right. There was Dill Pickles. The new baby. Yeah. It was Tommy Pickles and then Dylan Pickles.
Yep. God, that's so funny.
What a throwback, man.
Reptar.
Reptar, dude.
Reptar, the goat.
Dude,
I wanted those when I was a kid.
Okay, so Cartoon Network being canceled, what other shows did you guys really fuck with? Was Johnny Test a Cartoon Network? I think he was.
Maybe.
Well, Cartoon Network had Toonami after school.
Johnny Test and Johnny Bravo.
Love Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, DBZ.
I was always there for Dragon Ball Z.
Samurai Jack.
There was Samurai Jack.
Samurai
Jack. Yu Hakusho.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo's a classic. I always loved Johnny Test.
Johnny Bravo.
I did too.
Johnny Bravo.
You know they have a new series that they did with him now.
Shut up.
Yeah, they have it came out this year actually, I think.
Did he grow
up?
It's
on
new?
Netflix.
Well, I'm gonna check that out.
Did he grow up or something?
Dexter.
No, it's I want to say it's the same voice actors and everything too.
The same like time period too, like in the show.
I was a sucker for Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter's
Yep, that was another good one. Crypto the Super Dog.
Just the way
Crypto.
he fucking talked.
Yep.
The Kids Next Door.
Kids Next Door was one of my personal favorites.
Yeah.
That was the one, dude.
Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5.
Ed, and Eddie.
Ed, and Eddie.
That is a classic.
Oh my
Buttered toast.
Buttered toast. Pink belly.
I was a nerd for
Or Plank the board.
Ben 10.
I was a nerd for that.
Ben 10 was
Ben 10?
fucking awesome.
You know, I gotta say, I think my favorite character out of all of Ed, and Eddie is Ralph.
Wow.
You know.
Oh, you really need to get it together, Ed boy.
You know, my son loves Ben 10, Josh.
Ben 10 was
Ben
awesome.
10 is the shit. I'm getting a Ben 10 tattoo.
Ben 10 is fucking epic. Dude, when I was a kid, I had the Ben 10
bracelet.
watch, and I would sit and I'd walk around outside like I was Ben 10, and I'd be like, oh, fuck, man, I'm gonna pick this bitch, and then I never transform because it's not fucking real.
Do you want to
Were you out there
know?
in the yard just slamming your wrist?
Yeah.
Do you want to know my
Yeah.
depressing childhood, Ian? I was too poor to afford to get the watch, so I took a piece of like really thick cardboard from like an empty roll of tape,
You made your own.
and I fucking colored the entire thing black and made like colored on the fucking shape of the Omnitrix, and then I colored in like all of the individual characters around the Omnitrix.
You deserve a tattoo.
He's like, he's like, here's the forearm, bitch. Here's the fast bitch.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, Lee, look,
here's
I
the
can
flamey bitch.
I can touch mine.
So
Everybody was like, mine lights up.
if you're wondering why the bracelet looks like that, it's because Peej designed the prototype.
Yeah, it's very true. I did.
He patented that.
That was your excuse. This is the first one. This was the.
This is the original. Still got it.
Oh
Yeah.
god, what are some
Yeah.
other good ones?
Ben 10 was so good.
Powerpuff Girls.
All the Batmans.
I mean, Powerpuff
Oh, really?
Girls.
Yeah,
I mean,
Batman Beyond,
raged on the
Batman
bad
Brave and
guy.
the Bold.
Batman Beyond. We could do an episode on that.
Batman Beyond is a great show.
Wasn't Recess? Was that Cartoon Network or was that Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon.
Oh,
I
Casper.
feel like that's Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Casper was?
That's like
Yeah,
Whoa.
apparently.
Casper.
Like, as in Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yes. Casper's
shit.
Scare School right there.
Never seen that.
God, what are some other ones that we'll all know? Oh, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That show was fucking wild and awesome.
I love that show.
Adventure Time.
Dude,
Adventure
Adventure
Time's
Time.
a fucking trip.
Adventure
got
Time
into it.
is
No,
officially
it's a trip. Look at it as a trip.
Okay.
no, from
Don't take it
start to
seriously.
finish. From start to finish, if you watch Adventure
also
Time,
scary.
it's a fucking great story.
It is.
It's fucking awesome.
I haven't been able to. I
That
tried
show's
to.
giving me
I
anxiety.
tried
too.
to like a couple of years back. I couldn't.
Well,
get
and
into
and
it
there's
that
like
much.
there's like a lot of like underlying stories in that show that make that show like so relatable. Like it's fucking so good.
Pokemon.
Which one?
Pokemon was Cartoon Network.
I don't know.
Apparently.
Just the OG.
Yeah, just the original
I've never
one.
seen any.
Just the original. Just the fucking the real one. The real Pokemon.
Where him and Pikachu get fucking attacked
Yeah,
by the fucking
with
birds.
fucking Ash Ketchum, Missy, Brock. No one ever was.
I knew I'd get you fuckers.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
To catch them is my real quest.
What was it?
To
It was,
train them is
to
my
train them
cause.
is my cause. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all.
I will travel across the
Yeah.
lands,
Searching
far and wide.
Bam, bow, bow,
for
bow.
Pokemon to understand.
Bow, bow,
that's
bow,
inside.
bow.
Pokemon!
All right, don't. Goddamn. Fucking
right.
breaking my ears.
Sorry, guys. That was just
Dude, I
a
felt
childhood.
it.
Did you guys hear that Ash Ketchum, like, there is a conspiracy about it? Like, he is a clone, and that's why, like, what is it, Professor or whatever? I just heard about the...
Professor Oak.
Yeah, Professor Oak, there's a reason why he's the, like...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like, they designed him, that's why he doesn't age, and, like, that's why he's, like, in the game
There's
or whatever, he's...
different versions.
Yeah, if you look at it
fucking-
like that, it's kind of like, he's not real.
But if you look at it that way, Professor Oak is always still a fucking 1,000 years old in it, so...
Is he?
Yeah, Professor Oak is always consistent with Ash.
Right. Yeah.
The only thing that ever changes is Ash's friends.
True. Yeah, that makes
So-
But he doesn't age.
So someone's resetting the simulation, giving Oak the power to keep his little
I don't know.
Pinocchio catch him.
It's almost like Ash is a
all right,
Pokemon.
all right, all right.
Ash is a Pokemon.
I've had to think way too much today. We're not.
We're not getting
We're
into
not
that.
doing that. No
We're
way.
not
I
talking
just
about
thought
the
it was-
simulation.
No
Thought it-
simulation.
I just thought I'd throw it out there.
Although
So
I will
continuing
say,
on
did
with
blow my
more of
mind.
Cartoon Network.
All right, hit me with it.
There is not the original, but Tom and Jerry Tales,
Yep.
still a classic. You guys will remember this one. Total Drama Island.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Or, no, sorry, Total Drama Action. That's what they called it.
And there's another one called Total Drama Island.
Total Drama Island. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Total Drama Island and Action. That's
put 'em
all
on an
from
island?
Cartoon Network.
Damn, dude, what a legacy they have.
Transformers, the animated show.
That was the goat.
What was
What's your
Beyblades?
Scooby-Doo?
Remember Beyblades?
Scooby-
We're coming after you.
I can't believe. Yeah, you can't forget.
You guys know
Scooby
Simple? I
fucking
believe
Doo.
it was Simple Plan that sang that version, which is wild.
What's new, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. I know there was a mystery.
Oh shit.
I see you, Scooby-Doo. We're coming after you. What's a Scooby-Doo?
What's that simple?
La 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 la.
Welcome back to the Absolute Top Show, where we just sing our favorite chorus.
Yeah, well, this actually isn't a conversation today. We're just gonna have a little karaoke sesh, and that's it.
It's the Absolute Musical.
And
I
then
love nostalgia. Let's call it nostalgia.
to round her off, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude, shut your fucking mouth, dude. Dude, you don't even talk to me if you don't
The
fuck
original,
with Yu-Gi-Oh.
the original Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude, if
was
you
on there.
if you don't fuck with Yu-Gi-Oh, you can always
Not be my friend.
get the fuck out of my vicinity.
Dude,
what
I
a show.
I still have I have a hollow Dark Magician and a hollow Blue Eyes White Dragon. They're out on the fucking shelf out there
you
because
got
I'm a
'em-
nerd.
Yeah, you get them framed.
I still have both of
whatever,
them.
you
Yeah,
got 'em
like in the
a
card
plaque,
cases and
in
shit.
a plaque. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
how fucking legendary. What a show.
That's what I'm saying.
Really set the tone for a lot of good shows to come, too.
Oh yeah.
Dude, look at how big anime is now. That was like ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time.
Was Avatar
Oh, yeah.
a card? No, that was Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that was Nickelodeon.
Yeah, which, by the way, shout out Avatar. Is still a great fucking
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
Uncle Eero? Oh, God.
The Powerpuff Girls.
We've said that. Someone said that.
PBG.
Bakugan.
Bakugan. I never got super into it,
Remember
but I always had the
Beyblades?
Toys.
I always had the
The
I always had
what the
those.
fuck was
Dude, Cass
what was
loves
Beyblades?
Bakugan.
I have a
was-
ton of them if he wants them.
What about Digimon? Was that Cartoon Network? Not that I watched it. That was out of my time.
Fucking dude, I got like a big ass tin. I have like the fucking board that full. Yeah,
Here's the fucking deal, bub.
I'll go find them for him.
Please do.
But he doesn't get them unless they're handed to them from me.
That's fine.
Okay. I need to be Uncle Peej for that moment. God, dude.
Your
Such a big
move.
legacy. There's just so
Dude,
much.
Who was Foster's Home? Was that
Teen Titans.
Oh,
Teen Titans
Foster's
is
Home.
good.
Foster's
Imaginary
Home.
Friends.
Is Foster's Home? I think that was Cartoon Network.
That was my
Yep.
favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss that show.
Yeah, there's some.
Blue.
Dude, Cheese was the best character
Cheese.
in that fucking show.
No, what's
Samurai
the one, What's
Jack?
the one that like shot?
Yeah, we
milk?
already talked about Samurai Jack. Yeah, Samurai Jack
yeah, that
is
was
gold
Cheese.
though. Yeah,
Yeah,
Cheese.
I like chocolate milk. I like chocolate milk.
I like chocolate milk.
I like chocolate milk.
See, and I like potatoes. I like chocolate milk, and I like potatoes.
Yeah.
That
Blue.
Chocolate milk.
Cheese. Blue. Cheese. Blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Dude, Cheese was the best character in that whole show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time he was in it, it was like, oh, this is
And
gonna
that
be
was
good.
dude, that was the
What
thing.
was
is,
the
like,
kid's name? Mac?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody mutually hated Cheese, but at the
Yes.
same time loved him.
Yeah, he was annoying.
Because like a lot of the time, that was where some of the best comedy came from. Was from Cheese's stupid
Oh,
remarks.
you know what? That's what it was. It wasn't Blue Cheese. It was when Mac and Cheese were together.
Oh,
No,
my God.
he did Blue Cheese too, though. I remember that one.
Okay, because he would go, Mac and Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I honestly, I think that's from the same episode.
Dude, it's fucking so
I
funny.
think- I
he was
think-
only, he was only
And-
in
Because
some.
and I
that
always-
that was when Cheese got imagined, because Cheese is another one of Mac's imaginary friends.
Yeah, and I always,
Dude, that is
I
such
always
a trip.
remember, it's hot in Topeka. Right? Didn't Blue do that? I think that's who that was.
I think so.
I don't remember,
Sounds
but
like
I don't remember. It's been so long.
It's from that show though, and that show was gold.
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans is gold.
Classic.
Anything with Robin in it, honestly, is pretty gold.
Cow and Chicken.
Oh,
I remember it, but I never watched it.
Me neither.
That one.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch it because I got sick looking at the fucking udders.
Oh, I know.
That's all you
Yeah.
saw.
Oh, Pinky
That's
and the
all I
Brain.
saw.
Pinky and the Brain wasn't
Oh
that
my
Cartoon
gosh.
Network?
Yeah,
was,
I don't know if that one. I don't know if that one was
Or what
Cartoon
was
Network
that?
or
The
not.
Hedgehogs. The
That
Angry
was
Hedgehogs
like
too.
Channel 23 on like Saturday morning, wasn't it? Pinky
Chowder?
Like Animaniacs and shit.
I didn't get
Chowder.
Into, I didn't get into that.
Fucking Chowder.
No.
Chowder was wild.
The regular show.
Regular show is great.
Yeah.
Yep. Dude, I saw this clip of Ren and Stimpy. The sexual fucking jokes in that show are honestly fucking so gross.
The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Dude, that one was a trip though. Like
really was.
every time you watch that show, it would go from like happy sunshine shit to just dark.
Bro.
What do you got?
Camp Lazlo. You don't even remember it, do you?
I don't.
That makes me sad.
Wait, show me a picture. Show me a picture. I might know.
Never watched it, but yeah, it was there.
Oh,
So
the monkey.
I remember it, never watched it.
Remember the
Yeah, it was like
Beetlejuice
a
TV show?
monkey and an elephant and like an anteater or some shit.
What'd you say, Josh?
Beetlejuice. They had a Beetlejuice cartoon.
Did they fucking really?
What?
Didn't last long, but
Yeah.
I dug it.
Being that I didn't
just
know
like,
about it.
just like the movie, had all them eerie fucking sculpt buildings.
Was it
The
animated or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cartoon Network, yeah.
Did we already
Jeez.
say Hey Arnold?
That was Nickelodeon.
Oh, that was.
Oh, get wrecked.
Okay,
Everything I recommend is always
It's-
Nickelodeon.
I know, but
Yeah, but you know what?
There's so many that- I love Hey
Nickelodeon.
Arnold.
Nickelodeon also
Remember
had
Doug?
a lot of
Dog.
bangers.
Cat and Dog. Not
Dog.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Cat Dog was Nickelodeon
Cat Dog.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, there are
Cat
just
Dog
so
fucked
many.
me up a little bit. growing
Cat
up.
Dog was wild.
Yeah.
Where do they shit?
The original Star Wars Clone
That's not
Wars.
That's the question,
My
bro.
whole childhood.
What'd you say?
The original Star Wars Clone Wars was on Cartoon Network before Disney bought Star Wars.
for
So,
real?
so I did know that.
I totally forgot about that.
The Clone Wars.
Have you know what? Did you guys ever see like the other versions of Ben 10 that they released later on?
Like Omniverse and whatnot.
Yeah, it was like the Alien.
Yeah, there was one where he was more teenish.
Yeah, they
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
here it is,
that's
Alien
Omniverse.
Force.
I was waiting for him and
Well,
his cousin to make
Omniverse
out.
is on there too, and
Yep.
he's older in that one too.
Yeah, they did Alien Force and then they did Omniverse.
Yeah.
And Ultimate Alien.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a couple of them. None will ever beat the original Ben 10 lineup. Like, that was...
I agree. Nothing will ever be the original.
Well, don't get me wrong. I like the direction they're taking it, where they're trying to create new aliens, but I think they really need to sit down and, like, make dope fucking aliens. Not
Yeah.
just, like...
Well, yeah, but, I remember that because, they would suddenly be like, oh, yeah, now he has, 58 aliens. And we're like, oh,
No,
okay.
no, I can't keep up with that.
Yeah, and, well, now, I remember that at one point in the original series, he met his, adult self, and his adult self had a son that he just gave his first Omnitrix. And yeah, that's from the original series. I need that added. That is from the original series when Ben got to meet his adult self, and his adult self is like, yeah, no, I have over 1 million aliens. And he's just like, what? And at that time, he was giving his son his first Omnitrix.
Cheater.
And he was like, I already pre-programmed all the ones that you can have on there for you. And we were just like, what the fuck do you mean pre-programmed? And they were all just trash ass aliens. He was like, well, can you at least get rid of the fucking slug for gray matter or something? Didn't give him nothing fun. Accelerate.
Jackie Chan Adventures.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Remember that? Jackie Chan had a fucking cartoon.
I don't remember that.
What was he always going after? like a Dragonstone or something.
He had like a niece and shit that would always follow him around that he'd try to keep out of trouble.
The Dragon Gem.
Yeah.
Something like that.
No, it was green. Yeah.
The Dragon Gem?
Some sort of stone.
No, you're thinking of a different show. There was
something though.
There was a show about a kid. It was like based out of China where a kid was able to turn into a dragon.
God, Dragon something.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Dragon Balls.
No,
I don't think that it's
like that.
Dragon Sex.
Oh, it was Monday. I felt like Dragon Balls all day.
It's probably another Nickelodeon one.
Just another shout out to my favorite show, Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Balls.
Brent.
I never understood that show.
Brent, do you like
It's
Imagine
a
Dragons?
it's a lot of yelling.
What?
Do you like Imagine Dragons?
Not anymore.
American Dragon.
Oh, is that what it was called?
That's what it was
American
called.
Dragon.
American Dragon.
There was nothing American about it.
That kid,
Oh, I can picture him now. Yeah.
Yep.
black hair with like the
Yep.
green,
He skateboards, doesn't
wore a
he?
red shirt. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
so.
I've seen
I
that
think
show,
so,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Skateboards
Yeah.
everywhere.
God, what a legacy.
Yeah,
Dude,
no kidding.
What a legacy.
Rip Cartoon Network, we will miss you
Yes.
forever.
Getting you tattooed.
And for the record,
Right.
Yeah,
I'll just get the CT symbol on my
CT.
chest. Or the CN, I mean.
CN, yeah.
Actually,
Well,
I hated when
and
they did that. I wanted the original black and white Cartoon Network.
Exactly.
They still have that.
Yeah, they still do that.
My son.
Well,
Not
not
anymore.
anymore.
Well, dude, I got to show Cass at least some Cartoon Network shows. Like, he likes Adventure Time and...
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I actually did get the opportunity to show him Elmer Fudd.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he was like, what's he doing? And I said, he's hunting for wabbits. And my son looked at me like I was a psycho. I was like, wabbits? He's like, rabbits? I'm like, no.
Watch a show.
I'm hunting wabbits.
If you see a wabbit, you gotta be very, very quiet.
That's right.
So they would always start the episode with, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits.
Yeah.
And then you would take like 4 steps, and then you'd see Daffy Duck changing duck season to rabbit season.
Four.
Too many times, yeah.
Yeah.
It's duck season, rabbit season. Fine, rabbit season. He's like, no, duck season.
Yeah.
The simpleness.
God.
Yeah. Those times are gone.
Back when comedy was just simple and
Yeah.
it could be.
When it was
And
just
unrealistic.
comedy. When there was no fucking backhanded politics shit
Yeah.
in it. Yeah. When it could just be about laughing.
The only other show that did it right though was and this is Nickelodeon, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
SpongeBob did it right because of like all of the adult innuendos that they threw into their comedy.
Yeah, there's so much double humor. Dude, there's so much double humor in SpongeBob. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah.
That's what Adventure Time was going for, though, too.
Yeah.
Adventure Time was.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that went over the kids'
Well, and
heads.
that's why I love both of them, really. And I mean, SpongeBob was a staple for me growing up, and then I found Adventure Time
kind of came on when we got like middle school.
Yeah, but you know what? I did watch it all the way through, and it's fucking incredible.
I want to
It's
say I got
awesome.
like halfway through it.
Nah, you gotta watch start to finish, man. It's the last episode will honestly like kind of get at you because they play the theme song for Adventure Time, not the opening one, but the ending. It's the song that goes, "Come along with me," and at the very last episode they play like a very like slow.
Sad
version, and bro, it eats you alive. It's like, oh, it's all over.
I don't know if I want to hear it.
No. It's great because you get to watch the progression of the characters and their relationships with everybody else in that realm and like in that world, and it's really cool. Like, definitely worth a watch. But SpongeBob, bro, SpongeBob was fucking elite. I'll be at home and I'll just quote Patrick Star any chance I can. I'll just be like,
No, it's Patrick.
is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. He'd raise his hand up. Tartar sauce is not an instrument either.
Hi, is this a crust crab? No,
this is Patrick.
This is Patrick.
Just gets angry as hell.
There's so many one-liners from that show.
I'm
that
Dirty
are just-
Dan.
Dirty,
I'm Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan got me, dude. I forgot about Dirty Dan.
Oh, I'm Pinhead Larry.
Yeah.
Who are you calling Pinhead?
I have an idea. Let's grab the town and move it somewhere else. Bush!
Oh yeah, it's
Bush!
Fucking giant Alaskan bullworm falls on the fucking town.
right when they cheer, too. They're like, good job! Yay!
Ouch. Yeah, it's the greatest fucking show, dude.
The fact that you and I can, like, verbatim
Oh, dude.
quote that show for script.
Well, part of the reason I love that show is because my dad also loved to watch that show with me. Because there were elements to it that he, like, just right over my head. You know, because I was a little kid. I didn't hear it, but my dad, like, dude, I caught that dude laughing, bro, watching that show, man. I mean, like,
So
it's a good show.
It probably started out, he put it on for you, so he's hearing it in the background. But as he's listening to it in the background, you're watching it, he fucking heard something that was fucking funny. And it started growing at him the more you watched it and he heard it in the back.
Yeah.
Just like, man, yeah.
That's how it goes.
That's a good one.
That's how it goes. And then he starts watching it.
Well, and there's some stuff that Cass has, like, started watching because he loves it. Even some of the classics, like, that we grew up with, like Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, my son loves the Sonic movies, right?
Yep.
Loves them. And so, neither had I, but since he watched it probably at his mom's or somewhere else, not with me for the first time, and he loved it. And he came back to my house, he was like, I want to watch Sonic. I was like, the fuck did you just say? Like it really threw me for a loop because I was like, how the fuck
You didn't think that was in his vocabulary.
Right, I was like, how do you even know who Sonic the Hedgehog is?
My first thought would have been, you want to play Sonic?
Yeah, I was like,
right?
I was like, what?
Dude,
I want to watch
Dude, which, by the way, I just bought a Sonic
I need to go back to
game.
my mom's. I have the original, like, plug into the TV
you have
Sonic
the
game.
Like
Genesis?
the Sega.
Yeah,
the Sega,
I have the
yeah.
original. Like, you just plugged in the fucking the
Yeah.
one sound wire and
Right.
the one video wire.
Yeah, all it took back then.
Yeah, that was it.
Well, and yeah,
and
so,
you had to be 5 feet away from the TV.
Well, and
but-
so Cass comes back to my house and he's like, "Yo, I want to watch Sonic," and I'm like, again, I didn't say this out loud, but in my head, I'm like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" I'm like. And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe he's talking about something else. Like maybe it's something I don't understand, like a car show or something. And so I look up Sonic the Hedgehog on Amazon Prime to show him who Sonic is. And he's like, that one. I want to watch that one. And I was like, shut the fuck up. My son is a legend. I was like, my son is the fucking GOAT. This is the greatest thing ever. And I put on the movie, dude, and I swear to God, he didn't say a word for the whole fucking thing. He didn't look at me. He was just like, Sonic, the fastest fucking thing alive. Like, he was just so into it. And then when it was over, I didn't even realize that they had a second one. And so we go and we watch the second one. And then that's like his favorite movie of all time. He's like, I'll be like, who's that? He'll be like, Tails. And I'll be like, yeah, that's Tails.
Dude,
I'll be like,
let's
who's
be
that?
real.
And he'll be like, Knuckles. You know, like,
we all know why the second one's his favorite is because that's the one that Sonic goes super Sonic in.
yeah, when he turns gold.
Yeah.
And yeah, oh, dude,
That is
so
such a
cool.
legendary, iconic Sonic move.
Dude, the first time I saw that scene, I teared up. I was
me
I was
too.
like, oh man, I did. I was like, man, this is
dude,
fucking intense. I was like, shit.
I'm sure me I have to go watch Sonic now.
Dude.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
now
they,
I gotta go.
Dude, I'm telling you, go watch them. Because the reason I didn't see them is because I was afraid they were going to fuck it up. And then I watched them and I was like, damn, they did a good job. I'm like, God, that's a good movie.
Well, dude, I'm sure that you grew up with the same Sonic show that I did, Sonic X. That was the classic Sonic show. There's still, in my opinion, there still has not been a better one that's came out. Even Sonic Prime that came out recently, I've watched that.
I love Sonic as a character. Like,
Yeah.
he's such a unique character. Because it's not like they picked, like, an elephant or
Yeah.
something random. They picked a fucking hedgehog.
Yeah.
Who thinks about a fucking hedgehog?
A blue one.
Yeah, a blue hedgehog that runs faster than I could fucking fart. You
Yep.
know, like, it's just insane.
Yep.
Like,
Someone tried to sell me a hedgehog less than a week ago, so
Really?
I love that they chose a hedgehog.
dude, I would have got him.
They are fucking. You ever see them ball up in your fucking hand?
Dude, I feel like that's a dude that had a mission. Like, I feel like he was a salesperson for hedgehogs. Have you ever held one of these, man? No. You don't even know what it's like when they ball up.
Here, and they just slap it in your hand.
I tell you what, give me your hand.
Those fuckers are quick. Watch.
We also got armadillos. You use them for bowling.
Armadillos, hedgehogs. Dude, I had to look up what an echidna was after watching the Sonic movies, because that's what
more in the
Knuckles is.
Southwest.
Knuckles
Yep.
is an echidna. I had no idea what the fuck that was. I had to look
Yeah.
it up to even figure it out. I was like, oh shit, it's an animal.
Yeah, and that's the animal that can claw, right?
I'm not
I
sure.
think they burrow into the ground.
Maybe. I didn't look into it too much. I know that they're pretty. I know that they're similar to hedgehogs, but not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, armadillos?
No, echidnas. Yeah, that's what Knuckles is from the Sonic universe. Knuckles is an echidna, and I didn't know that.
But see, the thing
How'd
is,
you
is
find that out?
when you
because in the movie, Knuckles, like, his whole thing is his name. He's like, I am Knuckles, the last of the echidnas. Like, so he's fighting for the echidna tribe, and he's fighting
Yep.
for his honor back because he lost, you know, all the other echidnas. He's the last one, and he actually hates Sonic in the beginning.
He's the red one, right?
Yeah, he's the super bad motherfucker one.
Yeah.
And he and he basically hunts. He tries to hunt Sonic, and then
Yeah.
realizes that Sonic and Robotnik are totally different. And
Yeah.
Robotnik's a piece of shit. And
yeah,
Sonic
he
actually
thinks
has
that
a
Sonic
soul.
is trying to destroy the world. That's how the story usually goes. It depends
Well,
on which story of it
yeah,
you look at,
well-
but in a main nutshell,
And in the movies,
it was usually that Eggman or Dr. Robotnik was always
yeah.
like influencing Knuckles to think Sonic was the bad guy.
yeah, I don't know. It's so good. And the best part about the second one, I don't know if you ever got to the post credits in the second one, but in the post credits they play like an extra scene, like they will in movie theaters and whatnot. And it was like two of the military personnel at the end of the second one talking. They're like, "Sir, we have a problem at latitude blah blah blah, longitude blah blah blah." He's like, blah, 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 whatever, and then they say something. They're like, Agent Shadow, you know.
They teased Shadow for the last.
Yeah,
movie.
and then it goes to whatever site they're talking about, and it's like a capsule opening up, and it just shows Shadow, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh fuck.
I think they did like the whole dramatic scene where he was like in a tank, wasn't he? And then like his eyes opened.
Yeah. Well, and I guess that's gonna be the third one. It's set to come out next year, but I've been on top of it because I know I'm gonna take Cass to it just because he loves it so much.
Dude,
I'm like, yeah.
One of my favorite things is the fact of you send me Snapchats of one, like all the time, of Cass being like, he has to watch Mario again.
Dude, he fucking loves Mario. Because we went and saw it in the movies the first time. You, me, and Cass did.
Yep.
And Cass fell asleep like a shit. I love you, Cass, but you're a shit for that. And then there was a different night where Cass kept asking. He was like, I want to go watch the Mario movie again. You know? And I was like, all right, fine. I'll make you a deal. If you don't fall asleep this time, I will take you. And Avery came with us that time, and yeah, we watched it, and he loved it. And then we went home, and it came out on like Amazon Prime, and we just bought it for like $20. And now he just watches it whenever he wants because he fucking loves it.
Yep. Well, I remember like once it finally came out, for like a week straight, you were just sending me photos of Cass on the couch, being like, he wanted to watch Mario again.
Dude, he's obsessed. Like It's just so he's so obsessed.
And there is no child that I would hope would become more there is no child that I would hope would become obsessed with Mario like yours.
Oh yeah, no. Well, he's gotta because
of our fucking background
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it, dude. Just
Yeah.
that alone.
yeah, Mario built
Yeah.
built my childhood. Mario, Sonic, and a few other games. But
And Cartoon Network.
and Cartoon Network. Yeah.
Well, with the Switch coming out, you can't escape Mario or Zelda anymore.
Dude, honestly,
They're bringing it all back.
okay. Well,
I
first off, you can't escape it. Second off, I don't know why you'd try.
Apparently,
fucking both
they're
amazing,
making a new side scroller Mario.
Really,
Supposedly.
really,
And an RPG, aren't they, too?
seriously?
Yep.
What the?
It's gonna be lit.
Here's my only fear for Mario, right? Like, it started from such a cool thing. I just don't want somebody to fuck it up, dude.
Yeah.
I really don't want somebody to take it and just fucking ruin the whole thing. It's so good.
Well, I've seen the trailer for the new side scroller. It actually looks really fucking cool because they're adding new elements to the game and shit. So that's always a nice thing to see, as long as they don't go too over top on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think that, movie making and writing is such a lost art form because now everybody is in the mode of like, oh, we gotta be in with this. We gotta do this. And it's like, dude, instead of taking something somebody already did and trying to remake it or make it better or whatever, start with you. Start with something that you're passionate about making because in turn, your passion is gonna make a great movie. Instead of stealing somebody else's passion that has already been done, do your thing, bro. Because I promise you, if more people did that, dude, I would go to the movies way more.
That's what I'm saying. And it really speaks because, for one, nobody wants a fucking reboot anymore. They just don't. Leave originals and classics alone.
Well, look at all the movies they fucked up.
Exactly.
Like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, because they keep doing all these fucking reboots, and it's making these series just terrible.
Which I should say this. I don't think Ghostbusters is totally fucked up. But I do believe they should have left it alone. It was, bro.
And well, when it comes to the matter of like originality and people coming up with original ideas nowadays, is like, I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but there's a big trend going on now where people are using AI in order to create new stories or new game or whatever with so and such character. They're like, hey, write me a story about if Batman never lost his parents.
right.
And like they would write out this whole AI would give them this whole story. But that's the thing about AI is it's taking knowledge from the internet. It's taking something from somewhere.
It's
so
fucking
it is
terrifying,
stolen.
is what it is.
Well, yeah, and it's like, sure, it's able to create this, but the fact of the matter is that it didn't create that on its own. Right. It took bits and pieces of 8 different fucking articles and 8 different people's stories that they concocted, and it's plagiarizing in a sense. You could have just moved it forward, jackass.
No,
you know what?
In a sense, it is plagiarism.
I think this is a good time. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right?
Fuck the writer's strike.
but yeah, the writer's strike and AI, like that's what's gonna be like what's next for like making movies or making TV shows, because it's like, yeah, AI can generate, but only what we give it, versus like we generate ideas just from out of nowhere, where we can come up with a crazy episode of this and that, or like a crazy show idea. AI can't do that yet.
Well, that's the thing though, is that it actually can. Like it's concocting. Like, I guess we haven't, or at least I haven't, at least seen AI create the actual animation of it, but it's writing these scripts that are like so perfect and so well detailed.
So, do you think it can make another Godfather?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think so.
Absolutely, it could. As long as you put in the right keywords in order to make it make something, absolutely.
Right,
it could.
but
So if you said,
it doesn't
make me a Godfather, what number would it be? 4?
Yeah, but would it have like the climax is like where you build a human emotion, interest, like, you know, like the climax, like where you're emotionally invested into something. I don't think AI knows what we're emotionally invested in.
I get what you're saying,
That's why
but I feel like that's kind of hard to judge, being that all we know of at the moment is that they can create scripts.
Yes, and it hasn't even rebuilt itself yet. So.
The ultimate question is, if you had it write a script, it would ultimately be about whose hands was that script in.
Do you think the writers are going to win this war, or AI is going to win this war? Or do you think it's just not going to go anywhere? Like they're always going to have writers.
I think that the writers are going to win this war, just because I don't see the majority of the population wanting to pay money in tribute to something that nobody actually created.
And for how much we don't care about the credits,
AI
it was written
intangible. It's not fucking a real.
Like, do you want AI in the credits? Or do you want a human and actually be like, dude, I like the stuff you write?
You just scared the shit out of me with that question. I'm thinking about it.
Because, I mean, I don't know. They might come up with a good movie, but hey, what if... would you... All right, say AI has a good movie, and say someone who was a great writer wrote a great movie, and it's like, would you rather favor the writer, or would you rather favor the AI, or would you just rather just accept it for art, for what art is?
From the way that I've been understanding how AI has been working lately is like the way that people have been inputting shit into AI is saying, you know, I'm going to use Batman again. Make me an episode of Batman, but as if it were directed by James Gunn.
Okay.
And so it's taking, you know, James Gunn's style of work.
So it's going to have to be
and it's
familiar
morphing
with
it into that. And so it's like, at that point, is it James Gunn's work or is it AI? Like, who does it belong to?
James
because
Gunn
the AI stole from James Gunn at that point.
But James
you know
Gunn
what I mean?
is could you use James Gunn as like an inspiration if you wanted to make a movie as a writer?
I mean,
like if I was a writer and I'm like, I like his movie type, so I'm gonna make a movie.
Inspiration is different. Inspiration comes from everywhere.
Inspiration
it comes from humans.
Yeah, but inspiration isn't mocking. You know, or like
inspiration is different than plagiarism.
Like I could try and take, you know, I could try and take a fucking, I don't know, Quentin Tarantino movie and replicate it in my own story. I would call that total fucking plagiarism, you know, but like if you're inspired by something, that's entirely different. You can find something so great, so appealing that you're like, wow, that really gives me an idea to do this with my own brain, you know, like that. That is cool.
And that's what I'm saying about credit. Are you gonna give credit to an AI, or would you rather have more credit towards the writer?
And that right there, that is the exact question that everybody's coming to. That is where everybody is having the fight now.
I mean,
is because, again, if all that had to be done was anybody had to fucking pull up an AI online and input
the director.
Input a writer or a director, and if they made if they made an episode of Spider-Man, or if they made a new Scooby-Doo, it's like all that type of shit.
That also takes away from the sincerity and the actual thought going into it.
Exactly.
You know, and that's the problem that you're going to run into. And could AI develop to feel things? Probably. I wouldn't advise it, if you ask me. But
I don't think you should let it get there.
Yeah, but there's probably somebody that could make it feel that way, and there's probably somebody out there that could make that happen. But since we don't have that right now, when it comes to writing movies, writing scripts, and the whole deal, it's like, yeah, of course you would want, you know, you're going to want passion in something. That's really what drives the human race, by the way.
And, you know, that's
just passion. It's just believing in what you have. A lot of these people that get famous off whatever it is, you know, dancing, singing, whatever it is. Half the time, it's not even how good you are. It's
just about how passionate for the art that you are.
It's just about how much you care about it, and if you can show people how much you care about it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is if you're passionate about something, it will translate into your work. That's the thing.
Like Magic Mike.
Yeah, exactly.
And for those of you, if you're wondering what the fuck that sound is, that's my dog.
Sven, shut up.
Who gave him a bone?
Shut up. I love you, but shut up.
I think, he's just tossing around.
He's like, you're trying to do a podcast? Fuck you.
But no, I want to.
He did stop mocking.
I want to look up. I want to look up a couple of these AIs.
But hold on, what if we had AI make a movie about how AI takes over?
I don't want to think about that.
What would it do? What would it produce?
How would they want to do it?
You know what?
Exactly.
It would probably just tell us the way that they're gonna try.
That's the start of them.
You know what I mean?
That's the start of them growing emotions.
Why don't we try to do one right now?
Shit.
What do you mean? Like an AI story?
Yep. Tell me something to insert in.
Okay.
But let's make sure that it's at least a topic that most of us know, so we have something to relate it to.
Okay.
Should we do Batman? Just because we've already been talking Batman?
Nah, let's do
Peter Griffin.
Solomon Grundy.
Nobody knows the story of Solomon Grundy.
I guess, okay.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah, Peter Griffin.
Jurassic Park. Just go wild cards.
Peter Griffin. Generate. Let's see what happens if I just type in Peter Griffin.
No, Cockring. Peter Griffin Cockring.
Well, that's the thing about AI. It's like we are normally asking it Google questions instead of AI questions.
All right, processing.
Oh, good.
We're not asking Jeeves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Keywords.
guys, guess what?
Keywords.
We're officially contributing to the problem. Yay! That's us.
One of the funny things is like everyone's like the people that do work on AI are like, yeah, you should be worried about it, and like everyone else is just like,
okay, this is...
fuck it.
I think I was a little too broad. I needed to specify with what I said.
I'll tell you what, dude. I've been saying it for a long time. I really think that technology is going to be the downfall of everybody. I think
it's making us soft.
Eventually. I think right now we're kind of seeing what it really does to people, because our generation is the first generation to have full fucking access all the time. Flat screens.
Same with medicines. Like, just medicines. Because back, like, every civilization corrupted over itself, but basically because of diseases.
It's instant gratification now, too.
Yeah.
We don't really have anything to worry about.
It's taking...
But we should worry.
It's taking almost your personality out of you. That's really what it's doing. Because in its own way, because what you're doing is you're getting sucked in, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm not calling anybody out because I do it too. I got to be on TikTok for music, and we do podcasts and stuff. I'm always on technology, but undoubtedly, for sure, there's qualities about technology that are seriously detrimental to the human race. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, we don't really know.
Well, and dude,
it's like...
my grandpa will tell me stories, right? Like, these stories before technology, really got upped, and before people could stare at a flat screen all fucking day. And he'll tell me this shit like, well, here's how I asked your grandma out, and, shit like that. And I'm like, dude, I didn't see any of that growing up, because everybody fucking hooked up via text message, or via Snapchat or whatever the fuck it was. And it's like, what a sad world where our form of communication is through a device instead of just talking face to face. And even my fiance, even the woman that I love more than anybody, I met her through my phone. I met her online.
We should be grateful for technology, but our technology is like, all right, put this as an analogy. Like, when caveman discovered fire, do you think they were safe with it? Do you think they knew the caution of it?
Probably not.
No, some people got lit on fire. Some people burned. Someone's house got fucking burnt down, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of like, you get lost in it. You get lost in technology, you might lose something, even yourself.
Huh. Okay, so Josh just handed me this. It says... The Latin is a cogito.
Cogito.
Cogito ergo sum.
Okay, boys.
The translation's easier.
Yeah, usually translated into English as
Therefore.
I think, therefore I am. Yeah.
So that's where we started. The basics of being human. Being
Yeah.
aware.
I heard that one
Being-
quote.
I think, therefore I am.
A man becomes what he thinks about. That's another quote I
Because
heard.
we were talking about what makes a person. What makes a soul, I guess. if
Yeah.
you
So,
wanna say
boys.
that.
Whatever's on your mind.
I got a script.
I think a heart is a good start, honestly.
Are you guys ready to see how scary AI technology is and how
No.
quickly it can steal shit?
No.
I guess.
So I typed in Family Guy episode where Stewie kills Quagmire.
Nice.
I'm going to read you the script now.
That might
You
have
ready?
been a long time coming.
Holy fuck.
Read us
And
a
it says
summary.
right here, the episode kicks off with Stewie and Quagmire having one of their classic buddy moments at the Drunken Clam. But everything takes a shocking twist when they find themselves in an intense disagreement. What could possibly have gone so wrong between these two hilarious characters?
This is already terrifying.
Yep, we're in the first 45 depicted seconds of the show. Setting the stage at 45 seconds to 1 minute and 10 seconds. That's how specific it is.
I was gonna say that's very specific.
In this episode, we explore the dark side of Stewie's character, revealing a cunning and manipulative side we've never seen before. What begins as a humorous rivalry quickly escalates into something much more dangerous. Brace yourselves, because things are about to get wild.
So this kind of like brings it back to like, all right, what if the writers and the AI work together?
This is
See, the writers
genuinely
get
scary.
inspiration.
Let me
from
keep
the
going.
AI.
So now it's the plot unfolds, 1 minute 10 to 1:30. As tensions rise between Stewie and Quagmire, we witness a thrilling display of mind games, pranks, and unexpected twists. Each of them pulls out all the stops to outwit and outdo the other. From elaborate traps to epic revenge plans, the competition between Stewie and Quagmire reaches an unimaginable height. The climax
That's what I was
at a
saying.
minute 30
So
to
it does
2
know.
minutes and 10 seconds.
So it does know how to get our interest.
Just when we thought things couldn't get any crazier, Stewie takes his scheming to a whole new level. In a shocking turn of events, he devises an elaborate plan to eliminate Quagmire once and for all. This is a side of Stewie we've never seen before, and it's both terrifying and exhilarating. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to 2 minutes and 40.
we get it. Stop scaring us.
This is only 2 minutes
No, that's
in?
the point. I gotta read it.
It's
You
a-
gotta hear it.
It's a 30-minute episode.
The battle begins. As the episode reaches its climax, Stewie and Quagmire engage in an epic showdown. Get ready for an adrenaline-pumping sequence of events as they outsmart, outmaneuver, and outfight each other with every twist and turn. Our expectations are blown away, leaving us wondering what on earth will happen next.
Yeah, I'm setting my TV
All right.
to record.
All right. That's enough
Turn
of
it off.
that.
Turn it off.
That's enough of that. They know what's going on.
Do you guys think like?
So the end result is AI is terrifying.
Well,
What the
that's the thing
fuck?
is like it's like
And AI is stealing from original scripting.
There is an actor who fucking he trademarked his name or copywrote his fucking voice, so it cannot be used in deepfakes.
Oh,
Fucking
dude.
deepfakes.
Yeah,
I've heard
deepfakes
about
was
that.
a big thing for a
What
while.
the fuck was it? Was
But
it
then-
Keanu Reeves? Keanu Reeves
No,
did something where they cannot use his fucking face
I-
or voice
I
in a deepfake.
I heard Bruce Willis can't talk anymore, so he's
fucked up.
yeah, he didn't sell his voice to the whatever, like he still has his rights or whatever. Something about that. But he's losing his voice, so he's like, all right, I'm willing to give that all up for the whatever if you need my voice.
That poor fucking man.
Actually, I think that actually came out as fake.
Well, like I said, I don't think he totally gave up his
Deeply?
rights to his voice. But like if there was a film where he needed to be in it, he would be like, okay, you can just generate my voice through AI or whatever for the script of blah blah blah, you know. And so basically, yeah, he's like, yeah, you can use my voice, but then there's other people who have their voice, and they're like, yeah, you can't have the rights to my voice.
Yep.
You can't, like, that's copyright, basically. And you can get me to say something I didn't say.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden, a million people see it.
Also, just throwing this out there, guys, it's pretty fucking weird that you want to take my personal voice that I was born with.
The only person's voice that I think should ever be given up for anything is Morgan Freeman's.
I was just about to say, Morgan Freeman.
That's the only iconic voice that there truly is.
Nope. There's two.
Which one?
It's grating.
There's two.
Which one?
Morgan Freeman and Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott's my boy.
Sam Elliott, bro. Sam Elliott is neck and neck with Morgan Freeman on that list.
I could say, yeah, I could agree with that. He has that baritone.
You ever see Parks and Rec?
Yes.
All out hippie.
Oh yeah.
I don't cut my hair. My hair falls when it decides to cut head. Now fast forward to the fucking ranch.
Yeah,
dude,
Ron,
what the
Ron
fuck
and Ron.
is almond milk?
Yeah, Ron and Ron. Yeah.
Well, Sam Elliott.
Just a fucking terrific.
Sam Elliott was in Family Guy too.
Yep.
He played
He played himself.
Well, yeah, but he played the mayor of Quahog after Adam West passed away.
Yep.
And he played like a relative to Mayor Adam West. Which, by the way, rip Adam West. What a fucking great human being.
Very true.
So fucking lit.
Like
Anyway,
Batman?
yeah.
Talking about Batman?
Sam Elliott and Morgan Freeman both make that list for sure.
We don't talk about Batman being the mayor of fucking Quahog.
Okay.
I think my favorite Sam Elliott quote of all time has got to be, you really are going to have to start cutting down on your drinking and stop eating so much red meat. What do you do in your free time? And he's like, eat steak and drink whiskey.
Yep. But another one is...
and he was just like, and it's like, try again.
Was that...
That was the ranch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another voice would be David Attenborough, the nature documentary
yes.
narrator. The narrator.
Fucking
Where he just...
Planet Earth and shit.
Yeah, he does all those. And I'm like... Oh.
National Geographic shit.
Yeah, like it draws you in.
Watch how the swallows bump their cloacas. Yes.
Here we see
did you
the
ever,
rare tarantula hunting for its prey in the middle of the night.
Have you guys ever seen the guy that like impersonates his voice, but he does it for like human beings going to the gym?
No, what?
Oh my god! For those listeners out there, look this up right now.
This
you
is
will
a high
thank me
concept.
later.
This is a stoned concept.
Like the gym opens up, and like the early birds, and he's talking about like how they came here for that, and then they call, and like all of a sudden these fuck boys come in, and they don't even do any workouts. They just snap photos of themselves, just like I'm at the gym, blah blah blah, and he's like narrating that, like these guys came in here just to take photos and not lift weights,
Just resting on.
And then you got the one animal over there that lifts from start to till they close. He's just over there and he's
just
like,
over there
he's
breathing weights.
Loves it so much he's fucking erect. Just fucking
he's
get
like,
it, bro.
Some he didn't come here to mate. He just came here to outpower every man
He's
or whatever.
He's lifting a 45 with his dick, dude.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm so goddamn horny.
He goes,
just fucking lifted big ass fucking weights.
yes, and then he goes after like the Instagram models. They just go there to look sexy or whatever, and he's like, these women, blah blah blah. Yeah, it just goes into just like humans, narrated by Attenborough,
walking on the fucking treadmill, just like, oh my god, I look so fucking good at it. I should take a fucking picture. I bet all my Snapchat followers want to see this.
No, but that's a real
shit.
thing because there are women putting their camera up over there.
Oh yeah,
and like, you're in my shot.
Yeah,
this is my TikTok video.
Excuse me.
Right. Well, let's also be real though.
Bitch, I'm here to work out,
dude.
But it's hilarious. Check it out.
I've seen some fucking dudes at the gym though too, like that are just straight up like, just like,
too much.
Look at my arms. Look at my fucking calves.
I'm Arnold.
Yeah.
I'm Arnold.
See, to me, is like, I'm
gonna
sorry.
go off and jerk. Or I'm gonna go home and jerk off in the mirror to myself.
Yeah, like, You know, there's nothing wrong with like, you know, like checking yourself out in the mirror when you're at the gym.
No, for sure.
However, the amount of people that I have seen do that type of shit, like every time they get off a machine, as if that machine made a difference.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, I know you're trying to work towards something, but it ain't happening that fast.
Here's the thing, right?
10 minutes later, what do I look like now?
Yeah, no, fucking swole, bro.
Well, and here's the thing, right? Like, be proud. Like, of course, like, I'm not telling you don't be happy with your progress or anything, but it's like, bro, you don't have to take a selfie or a picture in the fucking mirror every 5 minutes. Like you just said, Peej, it's like
they need fucking confirmation.
Well,
I was gonna say
they're like,
look at me.
As long as I look ripped, I'm special, and it's like, no. It's like, no. What makes you special is your heart.
Still going home.
Your biceps are a plus,
crying.
but your heart matters. You know, it's like,
honestly.
He goes on his like social media, looks down, like, damn, only 5 girls liked it.
It's like, damn, what the fuck, dude?
1 cousin and 2 aunts?
Dude, I can't believe I don't have the fucking thoughts just rolling in my DMs, dude.
No one I went to high school.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Well, dude, maybe if you weren't such a fucking turd coat, you'd
Attention
be...
whore.
Yeah, it's like, maybe if you weren't such a fuck.
Just listen, and maybe we should all just take a
Dude,
step back.
honestly, here's what I've learned about love, right? Like, just talking on the gym topic, it's like, dude, I never would have landed my fiance if we, or if, like, I was trying to be cool, which I never was. I was just kind of like, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own thing, you know? But she, like, bro, she was like, dude, she didn't call me dude, but she was like,
buddy.
Could you imagine if you remembered that the first word that your fiance said to you was dude?
Yeah.
Dude, you're hot.
Dude. No, she,
Dude, you have a dick?
no, she, like, I just remember, like, I would act like a fucking idiot. Like, totally not cool, just a fucking weirdo. And she would just laugh, bro. Like, she's like, you're fucking funny. And I'm like, and you are gonna be married in a couple of years. I'm like,
verbatim, that's basically me and Jamie.
Yeah, no, it's super funny. Like, when you can be yourself around people, that's the one, bro.
Hell yeah.
'Cause, like, even, dude, I promise you, even if I gain like 300 pounds from right now, which I really hope I don't, but if I did, dude, like, she would stick it out because she thinks I'm fucking lit, and that's what's up, you know.
Oh man,
totally random, but sorry.
It's actually awesome though.
You know what,
Yeah,
though, boys?
fuck yeah.
Good for you, man.
Thanks, dog. I appreciate that.
I do think that I gotta say,
I feel the same.
it's been a fucking amazing episode, I think.
This has been almost therapeutic.
Yeah. This has been a great episode. We've gotten a little bit of nostalgia out on us.
Oh, dude,
A lot of nostalgia.
Yeah, looking back on all those shows, man.
I was gonna say
highlight.
we got that off.
That's what I'm saying.
We got all those off our chest.
Hell yeah.
We had to do it.
We had to. Rest in peace to Cartoon Network.
I tell you what, if you think I'm not going home and finding a show that I haven't watched in over 10 years, you're wrong.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
I am. Dude, I might go watch Foster's,
I'm
maybe
watching
Billy and
all
Mandy,
all of them.
maybe
Dude,
Courage.
I'm just gonna have to pick one and start going through the list.
Hell yeah.
Tom and Jerry.
I've already seen Adventure Time through and through like 4 times, so
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start somewhere else.
Is it possible to take a moment and listen to the actual Pokemon theme song before we roll out the credits?
Bro, honestly, Peej,
I want to hear the
play
intro.
the song.
I mean, I can play it for us,
I
but
wanna
I
hear
don't
the
think that the
music.
audience will be able to hear it.
Well,
And I think there are going to be copyright issues on that one.
well, here's the thing.
Well, we do not own or
Yeah.
to own
Yeah,
this
we don't own
piece
this
of
song. We just fucking jam to it because whoever fucking made it is a...
Who's ringtone?
to be fair, neither does Cartoon Network anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if we just play the karaoke version?
Yeah, ooh.
No lyrics.
Didn't Cartoon Network have an intro?
Nah,
It was just some weird bang bop booming thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I remember it because I've, again, watched Adventure Time like a million times.
Didn't Cartoon Network slime a bunch of people though?
Props.
Oh yeah, that's like their thing.
All the slime and the goo.
That was their
Props.
thing. That was their thing in the early 2000s.
Yeah, well, Nickelodeon, bro. Nickelodeon.
I said Cartoon
beef.
Network.
Yeah, I know, but Nickelodeon?
I tried to throw you off.
we fucked up. And dude, there's some stories go out on Nickelodeon where I'm like, what the fuck, dog? I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's crazy. Well, Jeanette McCurdy, who played Sam on iCarly. Sorry, last thing. Jeanette McCurdy, who played Sam on iCarly, she wrote a book called I think it's something along the lines of "I'm glad my mom's dead."
Jesus.
Yeah, but no, swear to God, dude, swear to God, and
Unexpected. Okay.
yeah, and I think it actually did a lot because like she got a job at Nickelodeon to try and make money to support her family because like apparently that's what her parents wanted. It was like a big dude. It's this whole fucking thing, but I'm gonna read it. I haven't read it yet, but. Crazy, bro. Nickelodeon be fucking up, dude.
I love the 99 to the 2K.
And on that note, thanks for tuning into the Absolute Talk Show.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean it. That's my bad. No, but for real, go check out that book, man. I've heard good shit. So.
Again, go back. Be a
Stay
little nostalgic on your favorite TV shows when you were a kid, the same as we were.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if it's Saturday morning.
Thanks y'all for listening. Make sure that you share it. Make sure that you give us a rating too.
And tune in for next time.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Be interactive. Yeah.